Brandy. All right, let's talk about this second Monday night game. Phillip Rivers and Mike McCoy trying to get the Chargers back in the playoffs. Ed Reed sitting this one out, not playing tonight for the Texans. First play of the game, first down from their 14. Look at Matt Schaub. Well, that wasn't perfect, right? Jared Johnson reads it into the hands of Cam Thomas. Take another look at this play. Schaub, little tip drill action.
That's what they teach you.
That's exactly how they teach you to do it. So on the very next play, it's Chargers ball from the Texans 14. Phillip Rivers to Ryan Matthews. Can running backs catch like that?
Ryan Matthews showing the hands. Like it.
Chargers up 7-0. Second quarter, it's a 7-7 game. Mike McCoy, what you calling here? Ryan Matthews taking the handoff. And, yeah, getting some tough yards. J.J. Watt's tackle, not soon enough. They get a fresh set of downs. 3 plays later, first and goal from the 6. Rivers to Eddie Royal, touchdown. Rivers is jacked, so is Eddie Royal. Chargers up 14-7. You've seen him look like that before, haven't you?
Oh, yeah.
So 2 possessions later, Rivers escapes the pressure, and he's scrambling for 18 yards and the first down. Look at him, gets a little frisky.
He doesn't do that much.
That's true. 6 plays later, third and goal from the 10. Rivers to Vincent Brown, who gets tackled at the goal line. But the play would be reviewed. Take another peek at this one and tell me what you think. In or out, LT?
He's in. That's all effort. Great job by Vincent Brown.
And you're absolutely right. Chargers up 21-7 at the break. So fast forward now to the third quarter. Everybody's jacked. First play of the half. First down from their own 20. Rivers looking for Malcolm Floyd deep. And he finds a great catch by Malcolm.
You know, these guys been doing that a long time. A lot of people don't realize.
Yeah, Malcolm looked good on that play. Then it's Rivers to Eddie Royal, his 4th touchdown of the game, tying a career high. Chargers up 28-7 and looking like they're going to roll, but things change in the 4th. It's the Texans' ball. Randy Bullock hits a 37-yard field goal, but there's a penalty on the play. Watch this again. Cam Thomas called for unnecessary roughness. You can't hit the snapper. They made a new rule that gave him a little more room this year.
Those are the rules. You have to follow them.
So the Texans get another chance. First and goal from the 9. Schaub to Owen Daniels, who had a big game. He had a 9-yard touchdown there. 28-21 Chargers. 67 receiving yards in the game for Daniels. Chargers again here. This time it was a great play.
Big mistake by Phillip. Blowing the ball off his back foot.
What a pick there, too. Phillip doesn't even know what hit him. Brian Cushing returns it for the touchdown. Look at Cushing. Gets that big new contract. Big-time athleticism here.
But he's reading his eyes, too, and great break on the ball, great catch, and he takes it to the house.
So we have a tie game, 28-28. Phillip Rivers again, throwing to Vincent Brown, but that's not how you're going to complete that pass. Threw it right in the dirt there. The Chargers would have to punt. So on the ensuing Texans possession, Schaub looking for Owen Daniels, breaks a tackle there, and gets the first down. Randy Bullock is warming up. 5 plays later, 3rd and 4 from the 32. Schaub to Andre Johnson. It's another first down. And that sets up this. Randy Bullock for the win. Got it. 41-yard field goal is good. The Texans take it 31-28. What a comeback. The biggest comeback in Texans history.
Tennessee and Houston. Ed Reed would warm up in pregame but would not be active. Meanwhile, at halftime, the girlie's on standby, waiting just to say hi. Did you stop? No, I just drove by. Yes, Vanilla Ice making an appearance. Third quarter, Texans ball. Ding, 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 ding. Matt Schaub looking for Owen Daniels. Right corner of the end zone. Rag top down so his hair can blow. Touchdown. Texans lead 14-0. Daniels loves it. Look at this. He's doing the running man. Okay, not really. Fourth quarter, same score. Titans ball, 2nd and 21 in their own 1. Chris Johnson up the middle. No gain. Texans would challenge the spot. Take another look. Chris Johnson clearly down behind the goal line. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, ding, ding. Challenge play reversed. It's a safety. Texans lead 16-10. Next Titans possession, 3rd and 2 from the Titans 46. Locker finds Kendall Wright, who picks up 14 yards. 1st and 10 from Houston's 40. All right, VIP, let's kick it. 4 plays later, 1st and goal from the Texans 10. Locker finds Delaney Walker. 10-yard touchdown. Titans lead 17-16. 9-play, 99-yard drive ensuing Texans possession. 3rd and 21. Matt Schaub looking for DeAndre Hopkins. Instead, it's picked off by Alteron Werner. Takes it back for the 23-yard touchdown. Oh, yes, there is an Alteron. Titans lead 24-16. Matt Schaub can't believe it. 2 Texans possessions later, 1st and 10 from the Titans 23. Schaub's pass, intended for Andre Johnson, ruled incomplete. Texans would challenge the catch. Andre Johnson hurt on the play. Watch again. Catches the ball, absorbs the hit from Bernard Pollard. Call gets reversed. 1st and goal from the Titans 2. Andre Johnson would leave the game. 3 plays later, 3rd and goal. Arian Foster up the middle. Touchdown. Very pedestrian day for Foster. Namaste. He would convert the 2-point conversion running right. Texans tie it up 24-24. Next Texans possession. Schaub, Keyshawn Martin, 32 yards. 1st and 10 from the Titans' 46-yard line. 4 plays later, 4th and 9 from the Titans' 33. My leg is sore just from this whole sequence. Randy Bullock lines up for the 51-yarder to win it, but play is ruled dead. Mike Munchak called timeout. Okay, next play. Bullock again. Here's the kick. And it's blocked by Michael Griffin, but it's offsides on Griffin. Next play. 4th and 4 now from the Texans' 28. Bullock's leg's got to be really tired. 46-yard field goal? No. But it doesn't matter because Munchak called another timeout for the Titans. And Schaub says, I can't look. Bullock says, I'm exhausted. I'm going to kick lefty. His 46-yarder doinks off the upright. End of regulation. Opening Texans possession in overtime. 3rd and 10 from the Titans' 26. 8th play of the drive. Schaub, DeAndre Hopkins connects with the rookie for a 25-yard gain. 1st and goal from the Titans 1. It would be 3rd and goal from the Titans 3. 11th play of the drive. Schaub says, I'm going to Hopkins. Touchdown. Texans love it. Schaub loves it. Watch it again. Hopkins makes the catch, gets both feet in bounds. Touchdown on the first possession of OT means the Texans are 30-24 winners over the Titans.
I saw this billed as potentially an AFC championship game. John Harbaugh is an old player there. Ed Reed, Ray Rice, sitting this one out with a hip flexor injury. Ray Lewis back in town watching his old team.
Did he do the dance in that suit? Yeah,
that suit is a nice looking suit. Being replaced by Daryl Smith, and he says, you know what? I'm gonna have a pick 6 for this occasion.
I wouldn't be surprised if Ray gave him a tip on the offense of the Texans and helped them make that play.
Daryl Smith says, I'll take that. Matt Schaub says, I got to go back to work. Special teams, Jamie, why are we showing it?
Because it's either a boo-boo or a touchdown. Look at this.
He's hanging on. Looks like he's not going to get hit.
Take off.
This is Tandon Doss, 82 yards for the score. Ravens leading 17-6.
And it's all defense and special teams. The offense still struggling. Right. Look at Ray Channel. Come on.
Look at that suit. That suit
like
clean. That suit clean now. That suit is clean.
Texans would add a late field goal to make the halftime score 17-9 Ravens, with Gary Kubiak looking on, and Ray Lewis inducted into the Ring of Honor. Lots of smiles there.
Did it take too long? Should it have been earlier, like right after the game?
Ravens get the ball to open the second half, and we've seen the defense score. We've seen the special teams. Offense got to get in on the act. Flacco to Torrey Smith down the left side.
Couple of sightings here of Torrey Smith. He comes back on another play and makes a little play here again. Flacco going back at him.
Have you seen this highlight rip before?
No, I was watching the game and just kind of saw it because I was saying to myself earlier, man, Torrey Smith hadn't done anything for the team, and then bang, he started to take off.
72 yards receiving right there on that drive. Down to the 8s. 4 plays later, Bernard Pierce in for Ray Rice. Touchdown. Ravens on top 24-9. Next, Ravens drive. Bernard Pierce picking his way around that right side, finding his way to a 25-yard gain down to the 29.
Bernard Pierce is a suitable replacement for Ray Rice. You know, he's not going to be exactly as productive as Ray,
Jumped over Ed Reed there.
Reed's out there, yeah.
Anybody ever jump over you?
That has happened.
Once you got to your 30s, somebody jump over you?
You play long enough, everything has happened to you.
Nice.
Fourth quarter
Nice.
now. Matt Schaub looking for Arian Foster, and incomplete, blown up, and the Ravens take over. They would go on to win 30-9.
Shocker. Absolute shock.
Houston offense didn't really show up.
Yeah, and that's kind of been the deal all season long. The questionable play at quarterback with Matt Schaub. He hasn't been bad, but he hasn't been good. I mean, this is one of the most talented rosters on the National Football League, and just offensively, they can't seem to find a consistency out of the quarterback position.
And we start today down in Houston, Texas, where the Seattle Seahawks are going to go 4-0 for the first time ever. J.J. Watt looking like Iceman.
Look
Top
at the
Gun.
swag, though.
Yeah. Brian Cushing's got some swag.
That's
We know
right.
Richard Sherman's got swag. We'll hear from you in a bit. Matt Schaub, an interesting day for him. 355 yards through the air. I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about this. Look at it. The ultimate tip drill touched by 3 of the 4 members of the Legion of Boom.
That means all those guys are getting to the ball. That's the sign of a great defense. Watch this. 1 guy on the tackle.
Tip drill.
2.
Tip drill.
3, and another guy right there.
Picked off by Brandon Browner. Only Richard Sherman didn't touch it on that play. 3-zip Seattle until Schaub hits Garrett Graham. You know, tight ends have caught 6 of Schaub's 8 touchdown tosses this year. Houston up 7-3.
Houston got an 88 on the team now. I got to watch him.
Easy. How about this to Arian Foster? Seattle gave up 324 yards in the first half, more than the Seahawks had allowed in any of their first 3 games. And J.J. Watt, the reigning Defensive Player of the Year. Oh, yeah. We heard from him on this day as well.
Man, I love that little show. Look at J.J. Watt right there, man. Where he comes in.
Look at the move. Look at the move. He's just relentless.
He's a beast, man.
And it's not like they don't know he's the guy on his front.
He and Antonio Smith teaming up for the sack, and then Jason Wilson. Now, watch the hit on the backside by 99. Watch this.
It's clean.
It is clean.
It's clean.
No flag.
Yeah.
And then take a look at the beak. That's a Tim Crumrye nose right
Man.
there. And then watch the react.
Watch it. Man, what's wrong with you?
Hey, who's this, Prime?
Russell, last name Wilson.
Down
I love
20-6, under 14 to go. Wilson
I like this
scrambling for
dude, too,
25.
And this is what I'm talking about. This dude makes these plays.
5 plays later, 12 and change to go. Keeping the play alive, escaping pressure, and it's another 13.
You know, Mike, there's just no panic in the moment. Some
incredible.
quarterbacks, even quarterbacks that can run, they panic in that moment. He's just calm back there.
That might have been the biggest play of the game here. 4th and 3 at the Texans 7. Watch this. This is all guts.
Nice stutter move right there.
He gets it and moves the chains.
Huge play. Huge play.
Wilson finished with 77 yards on the ground, and then the toss to beast mode. He had 98 in that touch. Still no 100-yard games for 24 this year.
Man, he is so incredible.
All right, so now the Texans up 20-13, under 3 to go. It's 3rd and 4. Matt Schaub.
Don't do it.
He did it.
3rd straight game with a pick 6. Richard Sherman comes up with it.
Who you said didn't touch the ball? Who did you say? Sherm said, I do my touching dolo solo.
And then,
This comes from a lot of study.
how about this? Watch this. He loses his shoe. He is the shoeless Sherman.
What did he study? That Schaub always throw a pick 6 in the game?
He knew it.
Again, that's
And
called
then we had some
tweeted
game day
us.
highlights. What was this move? And he did tweet us afterward. LOL, fellas, we call that the grave digger.
It's the grave digger.
Thank you.
Gotcha, my man.
That'll
One of
wait,
the
bro.
best statistically and physically, one of the best in the game.
All right.
Any better than Darrell Reeves?
One of the best in the game.
saying he's the best?
Right now, he's one of the best in the game.
On this play, Matt Schaub is
Is he the
completed on
best?
3rd and 4. Gary Kubiak elects not to try a 62-yarder that would have given him the lead. Instead, we are headed to overtime. Each team missed out on its first possession, so now it's next score wins. Schaub, pressured, dropped by Clinton McDonald.
You talk about panicky like that right there. That's what you're talking about.
Away.
So here we come. It's time for our drive of the day, presented by Mercedes-Benz, led by Russell Wilson, who hits Doug Baldwin, and Kareem Jackson hits Doug Baldwin too, and then drops him.
Can't
That
slam it.
is a penalty.
Yeah,
Can't slam a man.
So that's a full 15 tacked on to that. Pete Carroll's loving it. Stephen Hauschka getting ready.
Like that, you gotta be
45 yards out. I don't know. Pete, keep running all the way to Seattle because y'all are 4-0 for the first time ever.
Ever?
Led in part by that Legion of Boom. The Texans and the Niners, Colin Kaepernick and his crew taking on J.J. Watt and that pretty nose that got bloodied last week. Both these teams checking in at 2-2. Matt Schaub, 3 straight weeks of a pick 6.
Yeah, that's hard to do.
That's hard to do.
That's hard to do.
Possibly.
I mean, if you try to do that, that's hard.
Yeah.
This is not.
It is.
Oh, no, he didn't.
Yeah. Tremaine Brock says, I'll take that. Thank you. That's an NFL record for Matt Schaub.
Not the kind you want, I don't think.
Now, let's take one more look at it, Prime, and what happens.
He just baited him. He baited him. He's sitting. It's like a cover 2, and he's just sitting. It's a 2 catch. He's cluing the guy from the inside. He's just sitting up there just waiting on. He has safety help over top. And let me just jump this thing. You know what? Eric Davis jumped the same route in the playoffs. Yeah. He did with the Dallas Cowboys. Yeah. Troy Aikman threw the same pass.
All right, second quarter, it's 14-zip. Schaub to who I think was his favorite receiver on this day, Tremaine Brock. If he catches that cleanly, that's another pick 6.
Yeah, he did. Just a little hitch route. It was a little bit late. Corner did a great job of breaking on him. Like you said, lucky that thing was tipped up in the air.
Schaub got to sit down.
All right, well, here's Colin Kaepernick, who completed all of 6 passes on Sunday night. His legs look just fine. I said 6, by the way.
6?
6 for 15.
And he's on my fantasy team.
Well, at least he got some rushing yards there. Okay, 3 plays later. Do you have Anthony Dixon on your fantasy team?
No.
Well, your fantasy team must stink, man. 21-zip at that point at halftime. Third quarter, the Texans are down 24-3. Schaub looking for Garrett Graham.
Give it up.
But it's Tony Gerard Eddy. Look at the big fella. No way a guy wearing that number should put his hands on the football.
You know where a guy wearing that number should put his hand on the football.
Schaub's third INT of the game, and he was pulled in the fourth quarter. Ensuing Niners possession, Kaepernick to Vernon Davis. Wide open, beating Ed Reed.
And he's fast.
No, Ed came from the safety position. Let me cover him. He was in the middle of the field. I'll give him some help on that.
34-3 is your final.
Rams and the Texans. Oh, look at this. Schaub's throwing a pick 6. Oh, no, he's just saying hi on the sideline. Fans showing signs of support for the beleaguered quarterback. Would be another rough day for the Texans. First quarter, opening possession, 2nd and 12. Schaub's first pass of the day, thrown incomplete, would lead to a Texans punt. Schaub makes it out of his first possession unscathed. How about Sam Bradford? 2nd in NFL in pass attempts going into this game. He would throw it a bunch more. First quarter, 1st and goal at the 2. Corey Harkey wide open for the touchdown. Harkey, who goes there? It's a touchdown. See, I just made that up. Rams lead 7-0. Second quarter, 3rd and goal at the Texans 2. Bradford buys time. Lance Kendricks making Jared Cook obsolete. Rams lead 17-3. Third quarter now, 2nd and goal again. Bradford, master of the short touchdown pass. Brian Quick, 3rd touchdown pass of the day. Bradford threw for just $117, but did have those 3 touchdowns. Ensuing kickoff, Rams up 24-6. Keyshawn Martin brings out the return. Fumbles. The Rams would pick it up. Darren Bates takes it in for the touchdown. Take another look. The ball just falls right into Bates' hands. Takes it in for the score. It's 31-6 Rams. Ensuing Texans possession. 1st and 10, the Rams 23. Schaub gets sacked by Chris Long back at the 29-yard line. Schaub gets hurt on the play. TJ Yates warming up. He takes over. Fans actually cheered when Schaub came off the field after being injured, which shows you where things are at right now. 6 plays later, 4th and 3 at the Rams 6. Yates looking for Garrett Graham. Instead, it's Alex Ogletree. The 98-yard pick 6. Alec Ogletree, the Texans' 5th straight game, giving up a pick 6. This time it wasn't Schaub. Rams lead 38-6. Fourth quarter, next Texans possession. They're at the Rams 15. Yates looking for Garrett Graham again. Instead, it's Janoris Jenkins in the end zone with the interception. The Rams win this one, going away by the final of 38-13. Matt Schaub just $186 in the loss.
6-0 Chiefs taking on the Texans. Their defensive coordinator, Wade Phillips, tweeted out this week about his father, Bum Phillips, who football community lost at age 90. Arian Foster lost early in this game with a bad hamstring. Matt Schaub out with a bum ankle. So Case Keenum, the undrafted one out of Houston, playing. He of throwing for almost 20,000 passing yards in college. And here he hits DeAndre Hopkins.
Well, I love the first name, and I love his game. First of all, we do know that Keenum can throw the ball and throw it effectively.
The Chiefs trying to get back in this one, down 10-7, a little play fake, and Alex Smith just keeps it himself, or perhaps he just turned the wrong way.
Yeah, it looks like a busted play, or they fooled everybody. He's faking over there. Nobody goes that way. Just follow your blockers. Here we go. Walk in, untouched.
First Chief not named Jamal Charles with a rushing touchdown this year. Ryan Cushing, the injuries continue to pile up for the Texans on defense. Watch his left knee on the block by Charles. Same knee that he tore the ACL in a year ago. Carted off. Injury update coming up on game day final tonight at 11:30 Eastern. Next, Texans possession. Down by 4, Keenum. Keeping the play alive. Go get him, young man.
This is what he does better than Schaub and TJ Yates. He's mobile, and he can make some plays with his feet and his legs, and look at that.
42-yard pass to Andre Johnson set up a field goal. Texans down just 1. On to the 4th. Chiefs sniffing at the goal line. What do you do here? 4th and goal. Smith rolling out, and he is denied as Sean McGrath caught it but was out of bounds, and Wade Phillips is loving it. However, the Texans took over and had to punt.
Yep.
So now Smith, incomplete off the paws of Dwayne Bowe, so the Chiefs are forced to punt with under 2 minutes to go. Do we have a storybook finish for Case Keenum? Of course we don't.
No, you get the best team sacking in the league, and they get 5 sacks on the day, and that's the big one.
Ali with the sack, Johnson with the fumble recovery for the Indianapolis Colts. However, he was flown by the Ursays down to be the team captain out there for the coin toss, which, of course, the Colts won, thanks to Reggie Wayne. Case Keenum in his second NFL start. I got to tell you,
on fire.
The man looked good early. Andre Johnson, no touchdown catches this year, but Michael, something happened to him.
Boy, that right there, that play right there, the 7 pump, he was wide open. Andre, no touchdowns coming into this thing, quite a few tonight.
Maybe, Prime, you could explain what happened to Vontae Davis?
Double move. I mean, whenever you see somebody with that much separation, it had to be a double move. And he sold the out really well. Great route by Andre.
62 yards on that touch, and the special teams for the Texans, very special. Adam Vinatieri swatted away by J.J. Swat.
That was a great job by J.J. Watts getting in. And look at this right here. Actually, the guy didn't touch that punt. That should have been a penalty. I don't know how he missed that ball.
How you block the leg and not the ball?
Yeah,
I don't know.
no penalty called on that one, on the punt by Pat
that.
McAfee. Next Texans possession, Keenum to wait. I thought he had no touchdowns coming into this game.
Well, listen, Case Keenum, man, his ability to buy time for this offensive line, it's working remarkable. And Andre Johnson getting to the second level, catching the ball, it's a spark for this team.
After a Colts field goal, Keyshawn Martin, he's got room, and then he coughs it up. Levon Brazil recovers it. It was stripped by him. The Colts appear to recover, and the refs say they do. However, every turnover is reviewed, and look, they say that Brazil might have been out of bounds when he touched it, and so it goes back to Houston. Now, that's huge because of this. Keenum to Johnson for 30 yards, and Matt Schaub.
Whenever you see that type of separation, please understand it was a double move.
Now, Matt Schaub looking for the nearest mover. Then 3 plays later, Keenum. I'll run it myself. 22 yards. The kid's athletic, too.
Yeah, that makes him very dangerous right there. You need to have mobility in this league.
And then it's Johnson again. 7 catches, a $190 and 3 scores in the first half. Then 190. Best all season of the NFL in the first half.
Wow. Just didn't know how he made that play right there.
Now, so where's Wayne? Well, he's limping back to the locker room after that torn ACL. So maybe it's T.Y. Hilton, the new guy on 3rd and 4?
And I'm talking about this T.Y. that's just not like him. He's a guy who catches the ball, but filling into that role when you got to play in a slot, things are a little bit different.
And that's the same old Darius Hayward
Yeah,
Bay on that.
early on, though, this was Andrew Luck also just being a little rattled, not being safe, comfortable. He had to settle down, and he seemed to have settled down in that second half and really played well.
Third quarter down 24-6. Luck looking for Brazil, but it's incomplete. However, Daryl Sharpton
Chris
gets called for roughing the passer.
Collinsworth did a great job explaining why that was a difficult rule. You can't hit the quarterback when he's up in the air trying to throw the ball and out of bounds, and that led to that touchdown right there.
By T.Y. Hilton from 10 yards out. They'd miss on the two-point conversion, so the Colts are still down a dozen. On to the fourth. Randy Bullock, boy, a tough night for this youngster. From 43 yards out, it's his second miss.
You know, I can guarantee you the Texans are going to have kickers in tomorrow.
They find him in the night.
So Chuck Pagano's like, hey, guys, we are in this thing. Luck, 2nd and 1 for T.Y. Hilton. That's as pretty as you'll see.
If he's even, he's leaving.
Jokes got sucked up on that, man.
He just didn't respect that T.Y.
That's what he runs. You watch film, he runs 9s all day long.
Next Texans possession, Keenum to Johnson. However, yeah, the Colts are saying he bobbled it. The ref said he caught it. Chuck Pagano, however, throwing the challenge flag, and it would be reversed, so the Texans would have to punt. Next Colts possession, Luck to Hilton with a touchdown, and look who's got the lead.
T.Y. What?
You got to go for 2 since you're only up 1 with 4 minutes to go.
Okay.
Luck to Kobe Fleener.
That throw right there, that's called maturing in the game. You have to make that throw unbelievable.
And so the Texans behind Keenum looking for Garrett Graham. That gets knocked away. And so the Texans would punt with just over 2 minutes to go. Still had 2 timeouts, though. Now the Colts, 3rd and 11 from their own 14. What does Luck do? Hands it to Donald Brown for 1 yard.
Smart.
So they run the clock down, under a minute to go. Keenum's got it. At midfield, Keenum to Andre Johnson. That's a first down.
Great
you got to
throw.
get up there.
Smart on Andre
Spikes
to
the ball
get
with
down
5
right
seconds
there.
left. And now Randy Bullock.
Randy
Laces out. Ray Finkel.
Randy Bullock aimed for the wrong goal.
1 for 4 on the day was Bullock. And how about Andrew Luck? His 10th career game-winning drive. That's the most ever for a quarterback in his first 2 years in the NFL. Wade Phillips, the acting head coach for the Houston Texans, as Gary Kubiak recovers at home following last week's sideline collapse. First play from scrimmage for Case Keenum. That's the old whiff right there, picked up by Matt Shaughnessy in the score.
That's not how you want to
start a game.
You mean that's not on the sheet, the 15-play sheet?
That's not on your first 15.
I'm furious. If I'm coaching, I'm furious right now.
Cards up 7-zip. Next Texans possession, though. Keenum much better on this drive. Finding Andre Johnson. Look at the footwork here.
Yeah.
Watch this.
Get him down. Beautiful.
You mean by the cameraman or Andre Johnson?
No, Andre Johnson. That balling right there. Didn't have the cameraman on my fantasy team, so Andre Johnson's doing it right there. Fourth quarter, Cards ball up by 3. Carson Palmer threw for 241 and 2 scores. Here to Andre Roberts.
Nice wheel route, baby.
And the Cards are up 10. Later on in the fourth, after Rashard Mendenhall fumble, 3rd and goal, it's Keenum to Andre Johnson. He's got 5 TD catches in the last 2 weeks.
That's a great play. Sometimes you just got to give credit to the receiver.
They would look at it. Of course, every score is reviewed, and that
That's where you want those big receivers.
is a
in the red
touchdown.
zone. Go up and get it.
$1:30 to go, 4th and 3. Keenum looking for DeAndre Hopkins, and that's going to do it. Cardinals, they're 5-4 in the year. The Texans have lost 7 straight. 27-24 is your final.
Raiders and Houston, it was the Matt McGloin show. First time since 2011, 2 undrafted free agent quarterbacks started against each other. Case Keenum would start for the Texans. Gary Kubiak back coaching the Texans from the booth. Opening Texans possession, 3rd and 2. Keenum hits Garrett Graham over the middle. Graham is stripped by Charles Woodson, recovered by Phillip Adams, who goes 26 yards. Well, actually went like 95 yards. He went 40 yards one way, then 40 yards the other way. Down to the Texans 16. 6 plays later, 3rd and goal from the 5. It would be Matt McGloin. No, we're not going to hand this ball off. This is going to be Denarius Moore. A 5-yard slant for the score. His first career touchdown pass. Raiders lead it 7-0. 2 Texans possessions later, 1st and 10 from their own 5. Keenum drops back, looking for Garrett Graham. Pass intercepted by Nick Roach at the 16. Keenum's first INT of the year would lead to another McGloin touchdown pass. Raiders had a 14-0 lead. Second quarter, same score. Texans driving. Keenum looking for Garrett Graham again. 3rd time's the charm. This one works. Look at him stay in bounds. And then 42 yards to Graham for the touchdown. What a great play by Keenum. Gets away from the defender and is able to stop his momentum enough. Just about 1.5 feet from going out of bounds. Gets drilled. Finds Graham for the touchdown. Texans trail 14-7. OC Rick Dennison rallying his troops on the sideline. There's Matt Schaub. Matt, we're going to need you later, okay? Let's let you know. Going to need you. 3 Raiders possessions later, 4th down. Keyshawn Martin struggles with the catch. It hits him in the face mask. Never a good sign. But then again, how often do you see it? A guy gets hit in the face on a punt, and he takes it all the way for a touchdown. 87 yards, longest return in Texans history. That ties the game at 14. 3rd quarter, same score. Raiders driving, 1st and 20 at the Texans' 26. 5th play of the drive. Hey, wait a second. Matt McGloin might be pretty good. Out of the gun, McGloin looking for Michael Rivera. Touchdown. 26 yards out, the Raiders lead 21-17. Yeah, make that powder go, just like LeBron. 2 Raiders possessions later, 1st play of the drive. Rashad Jennings in the Wildcat. Bounces off of DJ Sweariner, and there he goes. Rashad Jennings, 80 yards for the touchdown. Longest run of his career. He ran for 150 and a score. Raiders up 28-17. 4th quarter, I told you they were going to wind up needing Matt Schaub. Matt Schaub comes into the game. He replaces Case Keenum. 2nd and 10 at the Raiders' 46. Schaub says, well, if it bounces off your face mask, that's okay. Throws to Keyshawn Martin. 23-yard completion. Would lead to a Randy Bullock field goal. Raiders, though, still lead 28-20. Later in the 4th, Raiders ball, they lead 28-23. 3rd and 10 from their own 26th. McGloin dropping back. Matt McGloin, meet J.J. Watt. J.J. Watt, meet Matt McGloin. Raiders forced a punt, so the Texans get the ball back with 3:43 left. Here's the Texans, their last chance. 2nd and 3 from the Texans' 43. Schaub hits Andre Johnson for 22 yards. Pretty play. 1st down, the Raiders' 35. 4 plays later, 2nd and 8 on the Raiders' 9. Schaub throws it short to Ben Tate. Tate takes it all the way down to the 2, fumbles but holds on to it. 3rd and 1 at the Raiders' 2. 2 plays later, Kubiak goes for it. 4th and 7 from the Raiders' 8 after a penalty. Schaub out of the gun to Andre Johnson. Incomplete in the end zone. After the play, Johnson and Schaub have some words on the sideline. Johnson showing some frustration, walks off the field. Raiders win it 28-23. Jaguars and the Texans. Houston looking to snap an 8-game losing streak. Chad Henne hasn't beaten the Texans before as a starter. He's 0-2. 1st quarter, Jags opening possession, 3rd and 4. Chad Henne pulls an ace out of the deck, Ace Sanders, and there he goes. 51 yards for Ace Sanders. Down inside the 10. 3 plays later, Gus Bradley says, we're the Jaguars. Let's go for it. 4th and goal. Why not? And it's Maurice Jones-Drew, and he's in the end zone for the touchdown. For MJD, his 5th straight game with a touchdown. 2nd quarter, Jags ball, leading 7-0. 1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line. It's MJD who had been held in check besides that touchdown until this play. Off the left side, 44 yards. Jags would get a 31-yard field goal from Josh Scobie for MJD, his longest run of the season. Jags ensuing possession, 3rd and 3 from their own 49-yard line. Chad Henne sacked by J.J. Watt, his 5th straight game with a sack. He's got 9.5 now. 3rd quarter, Jags ball leading 10-6. Attempting a 49-yard field goal. Josh Scobie, blocked by J.J. Watt, recovered and returned for 25 yards. For the Texans, it's their second block field goal their last 4 games. They give up a lot of pick sixes. We're going to get back and block a field goal. Fourth quarter, Texans ball trailing 13-6, less than 5 minutes to go. It's Case Keenum completely misreading the route for DeAndre Hopkins. Throws it incomplete. Gary Kubiak watching his team struggle mightily from the press box. Texans get the ball back again under 2 minutes to go. 3rd and 4, no timeouts. This one, Keenum to Andre Johnson. He's got it for 21 yards. 2 plays later, 2nd and 10. Keenum, all right, let's not panic, let's not panic. Looking deep for DeAndre Hopkins. Hopkins unable to pull it in. So the next play, it becomes 3rd and 10 from the Jags 41. Keenum looking for Keyshawn Martin. It's bobbled in the air and intercepted by Ryan Davis. Watch it again, the great concentration by Davis. The pass goes up, bobbled once, twice, 3 times. That seals the Jags' second win of the season. Jacksonville wins it by the final of 13-6. The Texans have now lost 9 in a row, a franchise worst. Patriots and the Texans, once upon a time. This is an AFC Championship game preview. Gary Kubiak back on the sidelines for the first time since Week 9. Tom Brady coming off that miraculous victory a week ago. First half, though, not a great one. Brady picked off by Jonathan Joseph, who was the #1 trending topic on Twitter for about a half hour after this play. He returns at 31 yards. Brady misses an open Kenbrell Tompkins. Julian Edelman, his favorite receiver, just can't get it. Second quarter, sacked by Whitney Mercilus. Brady voices his displeasure on the sideline. You guys have to make sure I stand upright. I can't complete passes on my back. Texans leading 10-0. Brady, this time, has a lot of time. And, of course, finds Rob Gronkowski. What a great catch by Gronk. And gets that Gronk spike. Watch again. Gronk picks it up. What agility he has. Patriots trailing 10-7. Second quarter now. Texans ball, 3rd and 1 from the Patriots 20. Who would have the big game? Would it be Ben Tate or Dennis Johnson? It was Ben Tate. Dipsy doodles his way into the end zone. His second touchdown of the day. The Texans extend their lead to 17-7. Third quarter, Patriots ball. They're down 17-14. Brady looking for Julian Edelman, who had another big day. Who needs Amendola when you have Edelman? 25 yards, 1st and 10 from the Texans, 19. 3 plays later, it's Shane Vereen into the end zone. His first touchdown of the year. Patriots lead 21-17. But the Texans not going quietly, ensuing possession. Case Keenum says, just block for me, I got this. His first career rushing touchdown. Texans retake the lead 24-21, fourth quarter. Patriots have the football, 3rd and 8 from the Texans 15. Brady this time eludes the pass rush, hits Edelman for an 8-yard gain, 1st and goal from the Texans 7. Next play is the 9th play of the drive. Stephen Ridley, a healthy scratch during today's game. So that means LeGarrette Blount gets the call. He goes in from 7 yards out. Pats retake the lead 28-24. Ensuing Texans possession, it's Keenum looking for DeAndre Hopkins. He beats Kyle Arrington, gets it, spins around, gets tackled inside the 15. Case Keenum. Cool heads, Case Keenum. 2 plays later, it's Ben Tate. Another touchdown, his 3rd of the day. Someone's going to give him a lot of money this offseason. Texans lead 31-28. 2 Pat possessions later, it's Brady for Gronkowski over the middle for 17 yards. He would injure his ankle on the play, Gronkowski would, but he would return. Would lead to a Gostkowski field goal. Pats with a 34-31 lead. Now, 4th and 13 from the Texans 43, just over 2 minutes left to go. Case Keenum looking for an open receiver. Can't find one. Throw goes incomplete. Texans lose their 10th in a row. Keenum went for 272 and 1 interception. Tate, 102 yards and 3 touchdowns in defeat.
And cannot get up, even though they do have such great players like J.J. Watt. Chad Henne coming out. for the Jacksonville Jaguars and marched them down the field on an 80-yard drive to open things up 7-0. And then Mercedes Lewis catching the ball because he's 9 feet tall.
Man, what
over
grabs? And he made some great grabs, Rich. That grab for that first touchdown, he took it off a guy's head. Mercedes Lewis making those kind of plays, helping your quarterback make plays.
And that's over Darryl Sharpton's head there.
Eating off his head.
4 plays later, Chad Henne finds Cecil Shorts on 3rd and short to put the Jaguars up 14-0.
Statistically, he didn't have a great day, but he was very effective.
Third quarter, it's 17-7 Jacksonville when it's time for Pocket Hercules. Here he comes, Maurice Jones-Drew, 48-yard gain, bouncing off of people making plays, Pocket Hercules.
Boy, it looked like the old Maurice Jones-Drew running right there, the one that was just tearing the league up for a few years.
Bouncing down there?
I think he was. And then Ace Sanders
that is
throws it to Jordan Todman for the touchdown. Ace Sanders now has as many touchdown passes on the season as Maurice Jones-Drew and Blaine Gabbert. What in the world's going on in Jacksonville? It's 24-10.
I played with his dad at Florida State.
The Texans then turn to Matt Schaub in the third quarter, and what does he do?
Here come that man.
He just marches them down the field. They went 4 wides, 5 wides. Here comes DeAndre Hopkins is free.
See, that's great backside hustle on that, because you never know what's going to happen. Save the touchdown right there.
46-yard gain, 5 plays later, just delayed the touchdown. Because here comes Garrett Graham wide open.
High low.
Schaub's first touchdown pass since week number 4, coming off the bench with 6 of 7, made it a 1-touchdown game after that drive. It's now in the 4th quarter we go. Schaub on 3rd and 20, down 4, finds Andre Johnson, who had 10 catches for over 150 yards in this game, moving it down the field. 10th career game with 10 catches and 150 yards, ties Jerry Rice most all time, but on 4th and 2, Matt Schaub cannot get
and Andre Johnson, he had him right there
to anybody.
Waited too long.
You know what? The 3rd down, he should have ran the football.
For the first down, it was wide open, Dion. You're absolutely right. In that situation, you got to make that run, get that first down, most important.
Next Jaguars possession, 3rd and 11. Henne for Mike Brown. Oh, boy, that's an incomplete pass, which means Houston out of timeouts, gets the ball back. But that was enough time for Matt Schaub to throw this pass.
To do a shot.
And it's Geno Hayes.
Ooh.
Picks him off.
Yeah, and that was the second one now. There was one that almost got to be a pick 6 that luckily hit the ground. Matt's frustrated.
And the Houston Texans have lost 11 games in a row.
Wow. Texans and the Colts. Marshall Faulk placed in the Colts Ring of Honor alongside Eric Dickerson and enjoying a nice little snack. Wade Phillips' first game after firing head coach Gary Kubiak. Actually, he didn't fire Gary Kubiak. The Texans did, and he's the interim head coach. Andrew Luck hasn't lost back-to-back games as a Colt so far in his career. Colts opening drive, 1st and 10. Luck looking for Griff Whalen in the end zone for the touchdown. Whalen, Luck's former college teammate. He's got Whalen, he's got Fleener, he's got everybody. Colts had no first-half touchdown since Week 7 against the Broncos. Second quarter, 2nd and 8. It's T.Y. Hilton. 41 yards. He has been largely invisible the last few weeks, but Hilton makes a big catch there. 2 plays later, it's 2nd and 9. Luck looking for Trent Richardson. The shovel pass, and Richardson's in the end zone for a touchdown. Yes, Trent Richardson scored a touchdown. It was trending on Twitter for like 5 hours after it happened. Colts lead 17-3. Luck threw for 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. What about Case Keenum? 0-7 in his first 7 starts, the worst by an undrafted player in NFL history. First possession, 2nd quarter. Keenum rolls out to his left. Late throw to Andre Johnson, picked off by Darius Butler. That would lead to a Colts field goal. 2 possessions later, 2nd and 7 at the Colts 47. Keenum looking for Andre Johnson. Why not? Except this time, Butler says, yeah, I've seen this movie before. Colts lead 20-3 at the half. Nothing going on for the Houston Texans. 3rd quarter, Texans ball, same score. 2nd and 7 from their own 23-yard line. Keenum going to look for DeAndre Hopkins. Nearly intercepted by Butler again. Almost a trifecta. That would lead to a 3-and-out. Keenum threw for 168 yards, a couple of touchdowns, and a fumble. Later in the third quarter, Texans ball trailing 23-3. Keenum drops back, sacked, stripped by Robert Mathis, recovered by Texans' Dwayne Brown for a safety. The sack breaks the franchise record for most sacks in a season with 16.5, previously held by Dwight Freeney. Colts win it by the final of 25-3. Broncos and the Texans. Matt Schaub, his first start since week 6. Peyton Manning, 47 touchdown passes this season, closing in on Tom Brady's record. Let's get you caught up on Von Miller. Early in the game, gets hit by Ryan Griffin, rookie from UConn, goes down with a knee injury, had to be helped off the field, would not return to the game. Second quarter, game tied at 3, Broncos ball, 1st and 10, the Texans 36. It's Peyton Manning. No Wes Welker today, so how about Demaryius Thomas? DT in the end zone, 36-yard touchdown. Broncos lead it 10-3. Third quarter, Texans ball trailing 16-6. Matt Schaub looking to get things going for the Texans. It's a wide open Griffin for a 40-yard gain. First down Texans. 6 plays later. 3rd and 9 on the Broncos 15. Schaub under pressure. But he rolls right and finds Keyshawn Martin for the 9-yard touchdown. Texans trail now 16-13. Might they pull off a win? Ensuing Broncos possession. 3rd and 10, their own 22. Peyton Manning feeling the pressure. And he's sacked for a 3-yard loss. J.J. Watt is fired up even though he did not get the sack. Well, you just think J.J. Watt gets all the sacks. 2 Broncos possessions later, leading 16-13. Manning hit as he throws, overthrows Julius Thomas. Watch again. Peyton Manning gets absolutely obliterated by J.J. Watt. Broncos forced to punt for their 4th straight possession. Fourth quarter, Texans ball trailing 16-13. 1st and 10, their own 20. Schaub, his pass intercepted by Mike Adams after an incredible catch. Look at that. Pass intended for DeAndre Hopkins. Wade Phillips is stunned. How did that happen? I gotta watch it again. He gets both feet down, maintaining possession. Broncos take over at the Houston 28, and this was rally time for the Denver Broncos. You can only hold Peyton Manning down for so long. 2 plays later, 1st and goal on the 10. Manning, Eric Decker, touchdown. Broncos lead 23-13. Manning tells Watt, yeah, see, that's what happens. I throw touchdowns, and you're worried about the draft. Next Broncos possession. Manning finds Decker again. Great catch for the 20-yard score. He gets his feet down. This ties Brady for most touchdown passes in a single season with 50. Decker saves the ball. Of course he would. I'm going to keep it right in here. Right there. No one's going to find it. No one can see it. Next Broncos possessions later. Could this be the record? And it's Julius Thomas. 25-yard touchdown passing Brady. For the most touchdown passes in a single season, Julius Thomas caught his first, and now he caught his 51st. Manning, 32 for 51, 400 yards, and the new single-season record holder for touchdown passes in the win. Texans and the Titans. The Texans trying to avoid a 14-game losing streak to end the season. Third quarter, J.J. Watt and the squad leading 7-6, 2nd and 7 from their own 21. Matt Schaub looking for Ryan Griffin. Pass gets deflected, intercepted by Akeem Ayers. Texans minus 19 turnover differential this season. That is the worst in the NFL. On a positive note for Schaub, at least it wasn't returned for a touchdown. Ensuing Titans possession, 1st and 10 at the Texans 11. 7th play of the drive, Chris Johnson goes right into the end zone. Gets pulled down 11 yards, 6th straight season with 1,000 rush yards. He had a very good season when a lot of people thought he was finished. Fourth quarter now, Texans trailing 16-7, 3rd and 6. Schaub finds Jonathan Grimes, who takes it 31 yards. He had a great day out of the backfield. Remember, the Texans playing without Arian Foster and Ben Tate. That would lead to a 19-yard Randy Bullock field goal, so the Texans trail 16-10, trying to stay in it. Ensuing Titans possession, $1:58 left. Chris Johnson stopped by J.J. Watt for a 1-yard loss, so Matt Schaub and the Texans get one last chance to try to win it. Minute 6 left to go, no timeouts remaining. Schaub and the Texans, 1st and 10 from their own 9, first play of the drive. Matt Schaub looking for Keyshawn Martin, and instead finds Michael Griffin playing center field. Titans win it 16-10. Texans end the season with that 14-game losing streak. Matt Schaub finished with 229 yards passing and 2 picks in defeat.